think I should get 6 minutes instead of 2. Good evening, my name is Alvin Nelson. I am married. My wife's name is Tony. We have 2 children, Amber and Angel. I work for the United States Postal Service for 16 years. I currently serve as the president of the local chapter of the National Association of Letter Carriers. I also serve as the Congressional District Liaison for the U.S. District 1 Congressional seat held by Jack Kingston. I coach at the high school. I've been coaching track and cross country for 9 years, and I attend Greater Mount Zion ME Church. I am running unopposed for District 5 Commissioner for the city of Waycross. Usually forums involve 2 or more candidates competing for an office. Even though I'm running unopposed, I want to participate in this forum to share with you, the citizens of District 5 and the city of Waycross, why I decided to run for office. Understanding that one single commissioner cannot do it all, I bring the ability to reason, the desire to cooperate, and a love for Waycross. That should help me carry out my duties as your commissioner. My platform is simple. I pledge to be honest, to be accessible, and to work to make this city great. I'm looking forward to serving District 5. Thank you.
At this time, I'll ask the panelists to please proceed with your questions.
Mr. Nelson, a question for you. How do you feel about city and county consolidation?
Several years ago, we went down this path, and it was discovered that unification does not mean lower taxes. That's a misconception. In fact, during that time, we discovered, or they discovered, that Columbus and Richmond counties have 2 of the highest tax rates in the state. Columbus, Muskogee consolidated 40 years ago, and Augusta, Richmond consolidated 16 years ago. The bottom line is the citizens are still looking for the savings that they were promised.
Mr. Nelson, you work for the post office and you're a union representative, so how will you address the needs of the people who elected you if you're out of town with your job?
Well, being the president, I have the leverage to travel as please. I can alter my conferences and my dates. There's several times that we meet throughout the year that I can choose to attend or not to attend, so that won't be a problem.
One last question. Since you are a union rep for the post office and you're an elected official, how are you going to address potential conflicts of interest when you have to make decisions about the post office as part of your job as a public official?
That's easy because the post office is a federal entity. These matters that I'm going to be partaking on are city. So there shouldn't be any intermingling or anything that would tie me down to doing my job as a president of the union and or city commission.
Those are all the questions.
Okay. Did we have any questions from the audience sent in? Or? Okay, well, I want to actually say I'll give you 1 minute to have a final closing remark. If you would like to say anything for 1 minute, you are welcome to do so to have a final statement, sir. Well, it says 1 to 2 minutes. I'll give you up to 2 minutes.
Thank you.
Better follow my rules.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the local NAACP and the Waycross Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring this forum. Commissioners should be honest, be accessible, and should live in the community in which they serve. I was raised in Waycross. I've seen this city in the best of times and the worst of times. Waycross is heading in the right direction, but we need a renewed focus on jobs and community economic development. We need to do a better job in working with our counterparts in the county. We need to find better ways to bring our friends to the county, at the Wake County Board of Education, to be to the table when we are recruiting industry. Because our training, to the table when we are recruiting industry, because They are training our future. In the next 4 years, I want to focus on 3 things: jobs, jobs, jobs. My name is Alvin Nelson, and I'm running for District 5 Commissioner for the City of Waycross. I'm honored to run opposed, but I need your prayers and your support for the next 4 years. Thank you.